Hello everybody, this is Ravenphoneix. I'm sorry I've been away so long. It's been over a year or more since I've done a video on Guardian Diaries. I am the owner and creator of Spirit Messages, Paranormal Investigation, and the creator of Guardian Diaries. I'd like to say hello and thank you to my new promoter and manager. I'm not sure if he wants his name out yet. I had pretty much given up on doing readings and helping people and doing the diaries. And I met him, and he has shown me that I'm choosing the wrong path by not helping. He's been a good friend and an advisor for me that I can trust. And I want to say thank you, and now he's my manager and promoter. I want to say hi to my girlfriend Mizzy. Hi Mizzy, I know you're watching today, and I hope you learned something from the video we're about to do. That's Bella behind me. I guess she's going to join us for our video today. For those of you who don't know me, I am Ravenphoneix. Some people call me a psychic, a clairvoyant, or a medium. I like none of those labels. I prefer not to be labeled that way. I am simply a messenger. I consider myself no more than the mailman. I just deliver messages. And what Guardian Diaries is about is my guardian, Julia, I call her. She gives me messages, and she wants me to let everybody know the information that she gives me, but she wants me to share it with everybody. And she says if we can reach one person, if we can help one person, then we've done our job. And I pretty much have given up on it until my new friend and manager and promoter had shown me that giving up is not the right path. So, Guardian Diaries lives again. Today we're going to talk about connections. I got an email from Box Mom, and she wanted to know why connections exist between people. Why do the connections sometimes not work? And why does her heart always lead her the wrong way? Because what she's connected to never seems to work out. So the topic today is connections. And I hope you all learned something. I myself have no idea what Julie is going to say. So the videos are usually a surprise to me also. So I also learned something. But when I read the email, first thing I thought of was, remember years ago when The Secret came out, the book, The Secret, and everybody was tripping out and oohing and awing over this book. I myself am a practitioner. And in the practitioner world, the arts, some people call it the dark arts, witchcraft, Buddhism, and so on, the other religions, we have known about connections for hundreds of years. And we know how to use these connections. The Secret just kind of blew the lid off everything after we were all sitting back laughing because we didn't realize so many people didn't know about connections. And the book was right. Your thoughts govern your life. What you put out, you get back. The universe is nothing more than a mirror. If you're a negative person, your life is going to be negative. If you're a positive person, your life is going to be positive. You create your own life with your thoughts. Thoughts are very much alive and very powerful. People need to mentor each other. And when your friend is negative, you need to turn them positive. Say, hey, stop that negativity. You're going to, create this negativity in your life. And if everybody could mind their thoughts, they could mind their negative thoughts and their actions. As soon as you know you're having one, change it to something positive. Because it takes it's a few second delay between your thought and the reaction that the universe is going to give you. But that's a whole nother video. Connections. Getting back to the book, it was stating that everything is connected. Us in the arts have known this for millions of years. The world is kind of like a spider web. When you come in contact with somebody, there's an invisible connection that you can't see, but you can feel it. And sometimes their essence stays with you throughout your day, week, depends on how negative of a person they are. And we're trying to explain this for people who are not so evolved, that are just learning that there is different things in the world, that there's not only what they can see, smell, touch, and taste. The universe is very complex. There is so much, so many levels to it. None of us know everything. But just coming in contact with somebody walking in a store, your force field and their force field has made a connection. Everybody is linked together. It's kind of like when you're in a store, there's nobody in that store but you. Then all of a sudden one person comes in. Then another person comes in. Then all of a sudden the store is packed. It only took a couple of those people to come in for the other people to follow. People do not realize they are following vibrations. They are following connections. So it is very important when you are with your friends, with your family, what kind of vibration are you going to send off? Are you going to be the negative Annie? Are you going to spread your negativity? See, when you spread your negativity, you're making a connection across the people you're spreading the negativity to. And those people are going to be on the vibe of negativity, and they are going to spread the negativity to the next batch of people. So this is why we need to mind our thoughts. We need to try to change our negative into positives. Now, the connections between people and spirits, like I covered in, I think it was Guardians 2, how spirits know each other. There's a connection. Even though you don't know the physical shell of the human, but you know them, and you can't figure out where you know them from. That is the connection from spirit to spirit. Now, Box Mom's question is, she's attracted to a man. She feels a strong pull and connection, but when she gets with him, it doesn't work. This is called a connection generator. Not everybody we are attracted to with a connection we're meant to be with. Maybe that person is not meant to be your boyfriend, wife, or girlfriend. Maybe that person is simply there for you to learn lessons from, or them to learn from you. Maybe you're meant to be friends. This is why I hear a lot of couples saying, we hated each other when we was married, but we're best friends now that we're divorced. That's because you read the connection wrong. The attraction in the connection was simply y'all needing to learn stuff from each other and be more on a friend basis. And how to judge this is, it's hard to when the attraction is starting. It's hard too when all the fires are burning and the lust is there. But the lust and the fires will burn down. And then people aren't as attracted to each other anymore. They're more bored, settled. Um, they seen red flags, but they didn't take them seriously. They didn't listen to these red flags, and they still went on with the relationships. The red flags are coming from your spirit. Your spirit is detecting that this connection is wrong. This connection is not right for you. But the more you keep ignoring these red flags, the worse your relationship is going to be. So I tell everybody, listen to your spirit. Listen to those gut feelings. Everybody has them. When you meet somebody and you feel a connection, but something's kind of off, something's kind of different, you're quite not sure what it is, back off a little bit. Put a little space between you and that person. Get to know that person before you jump into a relationship with them. And then you will find out sooner or later what the red flags were before you get into a relationship and waste a year, waste 4 years, and end up with nothing. So this is why, Box Mom, that sometimes connections don't work. Because everybody we're connected to and attracted to doesn't mean we should be with them. Maybe they're supposed to be a friend. Maybe they're supposed to be a passerby in your life. Life has a way of moving everybody in and out of your life. And everybody is here to learn lessons and to grow. And there's some people that comes into your life. They can be modeled as a husband, wife, child, best friend, grandparent, uncle, whatever role they're playing in order to help you grow as a spiritual being. And then after you have learned your lesson from them, the person is moved out of your life. And when this happens, some people are left with abandonment issues, left with a big hole in their being because they were convinced they were going to be with that person the rest of their life. We are not meant to be with one person for the rest of our lives. If we were, then we wouldn't have so many divorces, so many cheating spouses, so many people that's had multiple partners. The adage of we're supposed to be with one person the rest of our life is simply not the case. How can you grow and learn and excel if you're in one hovel for all your life? We are supposed to be expanding. We are supposed to be equality of learning and expanding our minds and our spirits. And you can't do that in a box. So these fantasies of finding one person and soulmates and everybody's supposed to be together. It does work for some people. I have met many couples that have been together for 30, 40, 50 years. But they're really not happy once you start talking to them. It just got comfortable. They got used to the other person and they were too lazy to go out and find somebody else. And in the old days, you were groomed and conditioned to stay with one person, one marriage, that was it. And those people, they really wasn't happy if you really sit down and talk to people from that time. But what I'm saying, we're supposed to be helping each other. We're supposed to be learning from each other, not tearing each other down, not hurting each other. Everybody is supposed to be growing and evolving, and many are. I'm watching a movement of people are coming out of the churches. They are searching for a more kinder spirituality. They're questioning the whys. They're researching. They're learning. And everybody is starting to walk their own paths rather than fit into the mold that I spoke about in 5 video. But I've seen a lot of changes this year within myself, within people. Everything is changing and evolving pretty rapidly if you haven't noticed. Some of my friends are telling me I'm starting to have a different outlook on life. And I don't know why. I haven't done anything to change my outlook. The spiritual lights, the spiritual awakenings have been happening for like the last 10 years. And now it's a burst of energy again. That's why people are feeling not so drained, if you've noticed, more energetic, more uplifted, having new thoughts and new ideas that they haven't had before. These are all signs of an energy burst. The new ideas that you are having, go with those new ideas. Sometimes our old ideas no longer serve us, and we have to let go of the connection of our old ideas in order to bring the new in. People are trying to overcome the old learnings of what they've been taught. And I have one email from, I'm going to call him Sam. That's not his whole email name, but Sam will know who he is. Hi, Sam. He had emailed me and told me he himself have never seen visions. He himself have never heard voices. And for the last 6 months, he has been having them and hearing them, and he was scared. He did not know what to do. I told him it's part of the spiritual awakening that's been going on. There is a spiritual energy burst, as I like to call it, and his inner spirit is connecting with him. Some people are gifted and they have no clue they're gifted until something like this happens. It's nothing to be scared of, Sam. Go with your visions, go with the voices. Listen to them. But if any of those voices are negative and any of them tell you to do anything bad, ask your angels to take them away, because you don't listen to this. And I was talking to my friend Mizzy, and I was explaining to her, call upon the angels. Our connection with the angels is always there. A lot of people do not realize they are there, and a lot of people don't even think to ask for help. Angels are kind of sitting back and wondering why we don't ask for help. Talk to your angels. Ask them for help. But again, if you hear voices, if it is not a loving, positive voice, ask your angels to remove it. If you get hair standing up on the back of your neck, you get an uneasy feeling when you're hearing things, ask your angel to remove it. Your angels will work with you if you have the confidence to believe in them. So this is going to conclude our 7th Guardian Diary. In our connections, I hope I gave you enough energy. Today it was just me talking on it. Julia didn't really have much to say on this because I pretty much already knew it. So please keep sending emails in, and I will keep trying to answer your questions. And have a good day, and see you soon.